Good morning, YouTubers. Few followers I have. Been waiting a while to make this video. Kind of hard to do. What you see here is a 30,000 square foot facility, greenhouse facility that we used to have our cows in. Currently there's one feed truck sitting in here where there should be dairy cows, and over on the other side here where there's usually heifers, just empty space, empty stalls, empty feed area, no headlocks clanking. There's a couple lonely bulls over there. That barn over there was for our calves. We built that 5 years ago. It's a full freestall facility that can house 50 calves. There's a couple young bulls living over there, yearling Angus bulls living over there. I have a full-blown double 8 parlor that, of course, is not being used. I think I've only been in there once since we sold the cows. Sold the cows in April. Parlor's pretty new. Built that in 99, 2000, so it's not that old. You know, variable frequency pump and low line, and like I said, it's a double 8, so 16 cows at a whack. Didn't take that long to milk. So, you know, pretty nice setup. Yes, we have vertical silos, but as far as footprint, it works pretty good for us. You know, it's a very small footprint to house a lot of feed. Only milking 100 cows, so it wasn't like we needed a lot. Electric mixer, because you saw the bunk chain. We actually feed the cows in this gutter cleaner style system. So it comes out of that elevator, comes out of that mixer, it goes right down through here 180 feet on the cow side. And then the heifers usually did clean up on the other side, so it wasn't a separate batch. But anyways, what this video is about is just, you know, the fact that we've been here 8 generations. 8 generations, okay? Since 1777. We are lot number 1 in this little town. We are the first one settled here. The farmhouse was originally a tavern, and there's always been cows on this farm. We've always milked cows. So to see it sitting abandoned like this is definitely not a good feeling. You know, to be the generation that quit, the 8th generation that quit. My brother and I are 8th, and his oldest son farms here with us too, so he'd be the 9th. You know, to be the ones that quit, it's a tough pill to swallow. You know, they made it through world wars and depressions and all kinds of different things, and here we are in 2019, supposed to be the most technologically advanced era ever, you know, and we've always considered ourselves pretty technologically advanced here anyways, you know. A lot of push button things going on, but we still sold the cows. You know, I personally milk cows every day. My brother milked them every day. My nephew, you know, he switched on and off, and, you know, no hired help, anything like that, and here we are. You know, you read all these things talk about diversification and, oh, you gotta, you know, make plans for other incomes, and, you know, all the farm magazines talk about all that. Well, that's all BS, okay? Because we do it. Done it. We've been doing it for years. With my maple business, we've got a little machine shop in our shop. You know, we work on things for people. We've done custom work. we've always diversified. My wife doesn't work on the farm. My brother's wife doesn't work on the farm. This is my mother's side of the family. My mother's side's farm. So her husband, my father, has always worked off the farm. So we had plenty of off-farm incomes to keep us survived and all that, keep us fed, keep food on the table. And here we are still pulling the plug because the farm literally was not paying for itself. The grain bill can't be paid because the cows don't make enough milk to pay it. We did stop feeding corn 5 years ago, and the reason that we stopped feeding corn was because we couldn't afford it. Okay? Yep, you need to have corn to make a lot of milk. We know that, of course. But up here in the hills of Shrewsbury, to get the corn silage, it's kind of tough. So we stopped feeding corn, just grass. And of course, cows don't produce with that. So we're supplementing it with grain. That's fine. But the production's still not there. So you could say, it's a management issue. Okay, sure, you could say a management issue. We're not producing enough milk. But we did the numbers on it. To buy the corn silage to produce the milk, it wasn't going to equal out. The cost to have the silage versus the milk production, it wasn't really worth doing. To haul up the hill and all that. So maybe we are not in the best location to produce milk. That could be. With all these charges we get charged with the trucks, the milk truck has to come, has a stop charge, and then they charge us a hauling fee, and then you got membership dues. And then when you do go out of business, it takes 10 years before you get any of your equity back from the milk company. That's a whole other story, but this is the death of a small family farm that supplied, a way of life, traditional way of life, and it's over. We're probably going to have to sell a lot of the land. It'll probably be houses. People want to see the countryside. Some of our yearly awards, milk production for quality awards. They want to see the countryside, see farmland and stuff here in Vermont. Well, I'm here to tell you that it's not going to be here too much longer. Maybe hemp farming will help some, but who knows? We haven't gotten into it yet because we're just waiting to see what's going to happen with the buyers. And, we've already heard some horror stories about things not going the way they're supposed to. So who knows? Anybody who's seeing this, this milking equipment's going to be for sale. I might keep one of these milk tanks to put my sap in or my concentrate if I have to store it because, keeping it in the cold is the way to go. But double 8 parlor, deal with valve products. I should show you the vacuum pump, I guess, so you can see that. We own over 500 acres. Not all of it's tillable. A lot of trees and a lot of rocks, but it's not going to be growing feed for cows, and there's not going to be cows on it. There's probably going to be houses, or who knows, maybe even low-income housing. I don't know, but I know it was a very hard time in my life this past summer. Sometimes it's the little things that you don't realize. Like the last time that I walked home from milking the cows, and I was carrying a pail of milk that, came from our cows, my cows, that I milked for my family to have, to drink. And that was the last time. So here we are. A few months later. What's the future for dairy farming? I don't know. There probably is no future, I suppose. You know, the way that the government's cracking down on all the water management. You know, and half the time it's not even the farms that are causing all the pollution anyways. It's the municipalities, the housing, the development. You know, the fact that there's too many people in some areas. You know, we've been farming the same land here, like I said, since 1777. Yes, we did cut a bunch of the neighbor's property as well. Just hayfields that have been here, though. You know, not fields that got made, not new fields. Fields that have always been here. It's the same manure that we processed here forever. I suppose in the last 40 years we've gotten better about making milk, so maybe we did have more manure, but we still had plenty of land to put it on. And here we are, going out of business, you know, hardworking American family, true American family, and we're done. You know, we all live here together, 3 different houses, and I'm sure at some point here in the next few years things will be changing. We'll be having to split that up a little bit, and you know, some of us will be leaving. We'll have to, because you can't stay here. There's no way to make money. Whether the houses get rented or sold, or it probably won't get sold, I suppose. They're too close and all that stuff. You know, typical family farm. Not even sure why I'm shutting this gate. There's no cows in here. Why am I shutting the gate? It's force of habit, I guess. It's just what you do. You shut the gate. These guys over here are just sitting and waiting. We may sell them. We may rent them to somebody. I don't know. They're just hanging out. Just something to do. We did make a few hay bales this year, round bales, just to keep the land open. I don't really know what for. It costs us money, really, but sometimes you just get used to things. So, yeah. Anyways, so if anybody's looking for a big greenhouse facility, this probably will not be up much longer. Might start taking it down next summer because they tax us like crazy here. So, hit me up. If you're looking for a big greenhouse, it could possibly be for rent too. If you wanted to put something in here, you could figure out a way to make some money with it, because we're all out of ideas. I don't know how we're gonna just jump into something new either. You know, it's tough to do that when you don't really know anything about, you know, the next step. You know, it wouldn't matter what it was. Strawberries, fish. I don't know what you could put in here. You could store boats in here, I guess, during the winter. But for now, dairy farming is over here. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.